Students, the last week we studied the first lesson, The Fun They Had. Today we shall go with the poem The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost. In this poem, The Road Not Taken, the road symbolizes our life. The poet says that path that we don't choose in our life is the road not taken. In fact, as the title is The Road Not Taken, the metaphorically the poet relates this poem to our life. So two roads signify the life, journey of life. So in fact, the road not taken is the road or the path or the choice that the poet didn't make. He describes his feelings about that choice that he had left in the past, the path which we have chosen. That means the poet wants to say that path decides our future or our objective or aim, rather we can say destination. And here now we can see the message, the important message that the poem wants to give through this poem is that the choice that we make has an impact on our future. And if we make a wrong choice or wrong decision, we regret it for the whole life. But at the same time, we cannot go back on our decision or on our path so chosen. So students, we can learn a good lesson from this poem, that we should or we must be wise while we make choices in our life. Now let's go stanza wise. The first stanza, we shall read the stanza first. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now we shall see word meanings. Diverged. Diverged means here separated. Separated or took different directions. Yellow wood means forest. As the poet discusses about the path that he has taken, and here yellow wood, it also gives some indication about the season, that is autumn season, because in the season of autumn we find that leaves become pale, they start withering. So then we move further, and as we can see the word undergrowth, it means dense growth of trees or bushes. So now let's see the explanation of the stanza first. So once the poet was walking in the forest, and he reaches a place where he finds two roads taking different directions. Now the poet thinks that he cannot travel on both the roads simultaneously, because he is a single traveler, one person. So thinking himself, he stands there for a long time, and then he looked upon one path or one road, and he looked upon that road up to where he could see, and ultimately he finds that the road is hidden somewhere. As we can see that at times it happens at some distance, we find that something is covering the road. So the poet also sees the same situation. He finds that somewhere at the end the road seems to disappear under the dense growth of trees or bushes. So now we go with the poetic devices in the stanza 1. First, we shall see the rhyming scheme. So, rhyming scheme is rhythm. So, last word here we can see wood in the first line. Both, stood, could, undergrowth. So, now we can see wood, stood, could. They rhyme the same. And both and undergrowth, they give same rhythm. So now would, stood, could, we can mark them as A, and both and undergrowth we can mark them as B. So the rhyme scheme becomes A, B, A, B. Now we can see another poetic device is anaphora. Anaphora means the repetition of the same word continuously. So now you can see second, third and fourth line, they begin with the word and. So this poetic device or literary device is known as anaphora. Now we shall go with the second stanza. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the sea. So now the poet says, since he kept looking on the first road, and thereafter he leaves the first one and he decides to take the other road. He finds this road equally fair, or he finds it similar as the first road was. So after checking, because as you see, कई बार होता है ना कि हम जब भी डिसाइड करते हैं किसी चीज़ पे डिसीजन लेते हैं तो हम पहले सोचते हैं बार बार भी कौन सा हमारे लिए रास्ता बढ़िया होगा, कौन सा अच्छा होगा, और अगर हम ऐसा करते हैं तो क्या हो सकता है, करते हैं तो क्या हो सकता है. तो लाइक विच हियर ऑल्सो द पोएट थिंक्स that which path is better for him, and he finds that the better one is the second one. So he leaves the first one and takes the other road because he thinks it has the better claim. That means he finds it a better option. Then he gives the reason of choosing it, why he chose the second road, because it was grassy. तो एक रीजन वो देते हैं, grassy means here unused. That means the road was not used. And wanted here means had not been used. That means कोई उस पर चला नहीं था. तो इसलिए पोएट जो है यहाँ पर एक रीजन देता है कि उसने दूसरे वाले रास्ते को क्यों चुना. उसका चुनने का कारण ये था कि वो पाता है, देखता है कि इस रोड के ऊपर ग्रास है. दैट मीन्स ग्रास है तो कोई चला नहीं है, और इसलिए जो है ये ज़्यादा लोगों के द्वारा चला नहीं गया है, ज़्यादा लोग इसके ऊपर ट्रेवल नहीं किए हैं. दो एज फॉर दस दैट द पासिंग देयर, और काफ़ी देर यानी कि कुछ देर उस रोड के ऊपर चलने के बाद फिर पोइट को लगता है हैड वॉन्ट देम रियली अबाउट द सेम. फिर वो देखता है, उसको लगता है कि भले ही शुरुआत में उसको लगा हो कि इस रोड के ऊपर ग्रास है, ज़्यादा लोग चले नहीं हैं, लेकिन जब वो उस रास्ते के ऊपर चलता है, नाउ ही हैज टेकन द डिसीजन, ही हैज मेड अ चॉइस दैट ही विल वॉक ऑन और ही विल फॉलो दैट रोड. लेकिन चलने के बाद फिर उसे पता चलता है कि ये भी पहले वाले जैसा ही है. दैट मीन्स इसके ऊपर भी लोग चले हैं और ये भी ठीक उसी तरह से पहले वाले जैसा ही रास्ता है, वैसा ही पाथ है. नाउ वी शैल टेक वर्ड मीनिंग. सो हियर वी कैन सी in the first line, fair. That means here you can see fair as good as the other one. Now in the second one you can see better claim means better option. The poet had better option or he thought so. Now you can see grassy means unused and wanted wear means had not been used. So now we can see the poetic devices. Again rhyming scheme. Here also we can see like the first one, as we saw in the first stanza, rhyming scheme was A B A A B. Here we can see the word fair, then where and there. So it is A and A, and likewise claim we can mark it as B and same B. So the rhyme scheme becomes A B A B. So here another poetic device we can see here, the alliteration. Alliteration means the repetition of consonant sound. Here we can see was W, wanted, where. So W, were sound is repeated. And here we can see in the next line TH, though, then again that may TH, then the may TH, and then. So now here the sound is prominent and it is repeated. So now we can go with the third stanza. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how we leads on to way. I doubted if I should ever come back. So in the third stanza we can now see, here we can find the word total. So total means walked over. Walked over. So here the poet says, and both that morning equally lay. So here we can see the poet when he walks and takes the decision, it is the morning time. So the poet says that both the paths were similar that morning. Means they were equal. There was no difference. He finds both the path same, equal. और उसका पता कैसे चलाया उन्होंने? उनको पता लगा कहां से? जो पत्ते उन रोड के ऊपर गिरे हुए थे. इन लीव्स नो स्टेप हैड टोटल ब्लैक. क्योंकि हम देखते हैं ना, जब रास्ते के ऊपर कोई चला नहीं होता तो पत्ते या घास फूस या और चीजें बिखरी हुई पड़ी होती है. अगर कोई चलता है तो जब कदम पड़ते हैं, स्टेप पड़ते हैं, तो ब्लैक हो जाते हैं, टूट जाते हैं वो. लेकिन यहां पर देखता है कि दोनों रास्तों में जो पत्ते हैं वो बिल्कुल फ्रेश हैं. वो लीव्स जो हैं फ्रेश है, उनके ऊपर कोई चला नहीं है, इसलिए वो ब्लैक नहीं हुए हैं. और इसलिए फिर पोइट सोचता है, ओह आई केप्ट द फास्ट फॉर अनदर डे. और पोइट सोचता है, ठीक है, आज मैं इस रास्ते पे चलता हूं और दूसरे रास्ते को मैं किसी दूसरे दिन के लिए छोड़ देता हूं. लेकिन ऐसा क्या होता है कभी? ये बात भी पोइट जानता है, समझता है, yet knowing how way leads to way. क्योंकि इस बात को पोइट अच्छी तरह